Welcome to the Her Story Circle podcast, the podcast that brings you the extraordinary tales of everyday women who are changing the world. I'm your host, Gertrude Mache, and I'd like to acknowledge traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today. I also like to pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. Every week, we dive into the lives, challenges, and triumphs of women from all four corners of the globe. We're here to inspire, enlighten, and connect, sharing stories that uplift and empower. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and join us as we explore the incredible journeys of women shaping our future. This is Her Story, where every woman's voice matters. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Her Story Circle. This is Gertrude Mache here in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. And today I am graced with the presence of yet another intriguing young woman. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our tribe. Please tell everybody your full name, where you're based, and share your story with us today.
Hi, Gertrude. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here, and I'm excited about this conversation. My name is Iryna Sizikova. I was born and raised in Ukraine, and I speak now 4 languages. The whole my childhood, I loved playing the piano and excited about reading books until my dad had a dream of having a son, and the son was studying mechanical engineering. So being an older daughter in a family, so I had to make his dream true. So I studied mechanical engineering in Polytechnical Institute. So I was one of 2 female students in our faculty, and truly enjoyed growing professionally in a male environment. So when I was finishing and was about to graduate, I was invited to visit one of my group mates to visit their office where they developed a software for dentistry. And there were a team of young professionals who were so excited to tell about what they do and how they are passionate about what they do. So in 2 weeks, I got an offer and I started working with them. So this was beginning of my story in the international company which produces dental software and hardware. And I was so excited to be a junior business analyst, and nothing to do with mechanical engineering. It's completely new. I started from the very beginning and learned it from scratch. So the story was quite interesting. My job requires to connect to different dental implant specialists and dental companies, and to make a database of implants. So make it a collection for our dental software. And I was quite good at that. So naturally, I was easy to deal with people, and I'm not really shy to approach someone and to ask what I need. And the story was quite exciting. My first business trip was to international dental show to make connections and collect the data for our database. So start was very exciting, and I was excited to dig deeper and to learn more about that. Later on, I decided to grow from this position and switch to a project management, and was promoted to be a manager of this project. And to understand the role, I wanted some more education and some more awareness about the role. I joined Project Management Institute and even spent 9 months of my life of studying and getting this certificate of this in PMI. It's PMP certificate, project manager professional. And it was a challenge because I got married, I got a baby, and combining everything was not so easy, but I did not get up. So I love studying, I love growing, and try to combine everything about that. So later on, gaining more and more experience in the project, we switched to agile model of software development. And I was promoted again to a role of a product owner. And again, same approach, same way of self-learning. I was studying and getting this PSPO certificate, level 1, and later on the level 2. So life was quite exciting and peaceful in Ukraine, and I had a wonderful family, a growing child. We loved traveling all together until so something happened in my country, and at one moment I had to close my door and find a safer country to live in. And I found myself in the US. So same company, but from the other side. So I started doing my job from the other side of the world. And it appeared it would be challenging to work with European teams because of time difference. So when I wake up, all teams already finish a good part of the day. I was not very productive on the product owner role, and I had to accept another challenge. I was promoted to a chapter lead of business analysis and documentation. So it was a real challenge, not only professional, but a personal one too. So I found myself in a room full of experts from regulatory compliance. And I had to be very persuasive of expressing my opinion and showing my ideas to others. I was thinking how I could help myself. I got 2 mentors, and one of them was Ukrainian TV news presenter to help me to be more confident speaking in front of the camera. Another one was within our corporate mentorship program. It's regulatory vice president who helped to sharpen my knowledge in regulatory compliance. So it was a hard job from both sides. So I have to overcome my personal fears and to quickly get on speed and strengthen and enhance all my knowledge in regulatory compliance. So step by steps, I got more and more confidence in what I'm talking, and not even learning myself, but I had to educate people, and my role also supposed to comply with industry standards, with regulatory frameworks, because healthcare company is a highly regulated environment. And so step by step, I also joined Toastmaster community, which it's a worldwide public speaking community where people join voluntarily and learn together how to not be afraid to speak in public. It brings some results. It's still ongoing, and I'm still learning, and hopefully step by step I'm doing better and better. So how I helped myself more? I started writing scientific articles, first to explain myself. So this is a way how I explain myself some theory and translating regulations into practice. Then I published my articles in a few scientific publications, and I was so much surprised that the articles got 6,000 views, and people are commenting, people asking questions, and people started reaching to me via LinkedIn and seeking for professional advice and just sharing their thoughts. So I'm invited to a number of podcasts, and I'm presenter. I started presenting my idea in the International Institute of Business Analysis. The whole goal is to combine innovative business analysis with quite conservative regulatory compliance altogether. And I think I've got some success doing that, and still keep doing this and keep going in this direction. And thanks to my team who supports and everything, who understands and who grows together with me. So that's briefly.
Wow. What an incredible journey you've been on. It's amazing that you were inspired to pursue a career at a crossroads between healthcare, compliance, and innovation as well. It's just absolutely incredible. But I just want to go back a little bit because I know you're from Ukraine. When did you go to the United States, and what were the circumstances of that trip?
Okay, it was 3.5 years ago, and at one day, so there was invasion of another country into my country, and I had. So it's not a funny story. I had to protect my child, and so we simply closed the door with my kid, and had to leave country and start. So first, every day I was hoping to go back. So every new day we say, okay, it's a few more days, almost over, and we are going back. But it didn't happen. It was 3 weeks in Czech Republic, then another 3 weeks in Italy, in Rome. So we stayed, so some completely unknown people hosted us, and they were very kind to us and supportive. So I truly appreciate all help we got from completely strangers. But we had to further move forward. My kid had to go to school and to start a new life. We need to have a home. We can't be forever a guest at someone's home.
Yeah.
And why I found myself in Charlotte, we have a headquarters here, and it's English. So language barrier is minimum for me and easier for my son. And we came here, and a local community, both, of course, our company helps a lot, and local community and culture, we do love it. We love staying here. And after 3 years, I would say we integrated quite well. I found new hobbies. My son got new friends, and we are traveling. We discover new culture, new food, new places. And if you see behind my back, so I've got a new passion here. It's flying small plane, Cessna 172. And I'm at the end of my journey of getting a pilot certificate.
Oh my gosh.
I can land a plane on my own. That's what I'm proud of. And it's another way to overcome your own fears. When you can do it. Yes, I can. It's just
I love it.
And my efforts when I can achieve this. So it's every new challenge leads to a new beginning. And don't be shy to do that. And don't be afraid to move forward. And I still have half of family living in Ukraine and half of family living here. And we still closely connected. We support each other as far as we can. But we need to live a safe life and some stable, at least not faraway future, but this present. And this is what I try to arrange for my kid, and and find myself, to not lose myself in the issue, but even move forward and support and lead others. So its current challenge is all about leadership to your close ones, leadership to your team, and leadership in the organization. And
so let me ask you something. I asked the question because a lot of people who've never been displaced don't realize how challenging it is to have to leave your home leave your family, your friends, and start off from scratch on the other side of the world. So yeah, I understand exactly where you are. I did the same thing when I moved to New Zealand with my kids, and your primary goal is to make sure your children are safe, you're safe, and you want to build a good life. But now let's go back to your work, right? How do you simplify complex regulatory frameworks for companies who are trying to innovate?
Okay. A role of business analyst. This is my team, and I'm a leader of that. They are the bridge between the innovation team of software developers, which I use all the modern technologies, and between regulatory affairs managers who are very conservative and very strict about regulations, because to release a medical product on US market or on Australian market or on European market, so it requires extensive set of documentations. What are we doing? We translate complex regulations into a simple language to software developers, and then the other way around, try to use agility, this agile framework, to combine agile framework of the software development with quite waterfall regulatory compliance. And we do it through AI, through automation, through this business analysis, what is the most important. And the results are truly impressive. We reduce time to market for our products, and keep doing that. And modern technologies help a lot in that. So you should stay on the edge, business analyst, between regulatory and between innovation, and to combine benefit from both.
So what is the biggest myth about working in compliance or regulation?
The biggest myth: it's boring, it's hard, no one understands it. It's from the very beginning, it seems it really true. But the more you work with this, these people are really passionate about what they do and try to automate, to describe, to make it easier. So this is a huge team. It's not, I'm not alone there. So it's was my biggest mistake at once. When I tried to do something on my own, it took a lot of time and does not bring the desired result I want. But make connection, build your network, and that no matter where, inside of organization, outside of that. So this is a power which will help you to move forward, to simplify, to answer many questions. And still deep your knowledge, be professional, and know what. So believe in yourself, believe in your knowledge, believe in your colleagues, partners who support you, build trust around yourself. So this is what helped me, and still helps.
So what challenges have you faced as a woman in a highly technical and male-dominated industry?
So to sound persuasive, probably, to express ideas. So I'm in a room with all experts, so regular affairs, with VP, with top management, and I have to present some of my ideas. I have to sound very convincing in my ideas, and to convince them to launch the project, to allocate a budget for it. And sometimes they will not believe me. So no one will support me. It's all internal fears, and everyone is facing them. And I'm a human too, and it's natural feeling. And how to build your speech, how to present material, how to ask the right questions, at which moment you should stop and listen to their opinion, collect feedback, and then follow up on the topic. So it's structured, very structured approach to what you are saying, what you are doing, and how you follow up on things, and how you elevate your idea. Sometimes idea is not clear, and it's okay, because this is an idea, and how you work on it and reshape idea and move with baby steps to what you want. So it's this, I apply it in many areas in my life, and it really works.
I love that. So what advice would you give to women who are interested in entering the world of medtech or health regulation?
So it's a lot of self-study, personal growth. So you should have some technical background, of course. You should work on having. It's not about regulatory compliance. So you can be an expert in software development. You can be an expert in architecture, in verification, in testing, in management, in product ownership. There are multiple roles in IT and multiple roles in, if we are talking about healthcare. So you can be a healthcare expert. You can be even a doctor with subject matter expert. So there are multiple roles, UX designer, manager, solution manager. So where you can find yourself, find what you love. So it's very important to do what you love and to love what you do. And if you are passionate about it, enhance your knowledge, enhance your background in that, then build connections, find people who share same opinion, who share knowledge, build a community or join a community. This is what I do. I'm a member of International Analysis. And it's a regular weekly meetings where we have a presenter, someone presents their topic, we all listen, we all build connections. I have a lot of people in the industry and in business analysis. Now I know them virtually, I know them in person, and it helps a lot. And just sharing ideas, I'm not alone. If I'm struggling with something, I hear same stories every Thursday. Everyone is struggling, and how people try to deal with that and to solve problem. This is what matters, and just to help you to not give up and to elevate your ideas and to move forward.
So what are the most exciting trends that you're seeing in the healthcare industry right now?
So we all applying, first of all, it's artificial intelligence. Applying in every aspect of our products. So we apply starting from a code generation to automation of documentation to generating content, upgrading our hardware and software. So it's a trend, and we need to follow that. Otherwise, the industry will not thrive at all. And if we are releasing innovative products, so no one wants, if we do, for example, I will give you one example from our company. If we have a scanner to scan your teeth, so no one wants a cord in a scanner, right? It should be wireless, completely wireless. It should connect via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to everything. Yes. It should send your images directly to cloud or whatever. So you should not manually handle anything. So you're a doctor, you scan your patient, and all this seamless workflow from that moment. This is what we implement. This is what we build our products. And this is a success. So no one wants these old-fashioned technologies and insert a disk, record something, then manually move the disk to some other device. So no one is doing that. And so this technology needs to be implemented, and that's what we are doing.
Okay. So why is ethical leadership in regulatory strategy more important than ever?
So you should be very cautious. Talking about, I'm going back to a topic of artificial intelligence, and it's ethical question too. So if you share, everyone is using ChatGPT right now.
Yes.
Right? And we have even corporate guidelines. Experience caution using any AI assistance, because it's a neural network which is being trained, and so it can share your innovation with others too. In the same way, it provides you input. So ethical aspect of AI is of primary importance. So either it should be some closed model or building AI agent on top of everything, but it should be something that is not publicly trained. Be careful, because your innovation can be in competitors tomorrow, the same way as you share that.
Wow. Now, I'm curious to know how you stay grounded and motivated in a field that might create a lot of high pressure?
It's probably more like a personal challenge. I
Yes.
try to learn more, to dig deeper, and to share my knowledge. And
Okay.
I'm challenged even from the outside. So when people start asking questions, and I'm not always, I don't always know answer for each questions, and then it's a good topic for my next article. So I need to dig
Yes.
deeper. I need to learn more. I need to get more information on that. Okay, let me write about that. And then, like at sometimes, it's a new article released. So you are always challenged by someone. So it can be either your boss or your team or your direct reports. So people from cross-functional teams, or even and if you do some volunteering work, so people from the outside even challenge you much more, because
Yes.
say, oh, everyone understands it's not true. People are asking very different questions. So
Yeah.
starting very basic, then to challenging, and that it challenge you to grow more, to develop more. And if you want to sound like an expert in your topic, you should dig deeper. And it's always, I think it's never stops. This journey will never stops.
Yeah, it's constantly stretching you in different directions, right?
Correct.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, let's go back. My last two questions are a bit of a thought experiment. And I want to take you back to the younger you, the
Mm-hmm.
young woman who went into the world of technology. Just in case there's a young woman who's thinking about going down the same route you went and is listening to this podcast, if you could go back and give yourself 3 nuggets of wisdom based on what life has taught you up until this point, what 3 nuggets of wisdom would you give? What advice would you give to a younger person who's thinking about going into the field?
Okay. So first of all, I used to rely on myself. So I never look at others and waiting until they help me. And it really helped me then to relocate and to live across the ocean right now. So rely on yourself, rely on your knowledge, always grows, always involved in yourself, and try to be interesting to yourself first. And if it works, then you are good. Then you inspire. You can't inspire others if you can't inspire yourself. So this is how I think about that. And when I need to overcome any challenges, life challenges, work challenges, or whatever, I try to think, okay, what could be a solution? And nothing is impossible. So what are the options? And it's very similar to business analysis. What are the options here? I analyze the options and I choose the one I would like to proceed with, and I do it. Sometimes I mistakes. It's the wrong way, and over time I say, okay, I made a mistake. Go back, start it all over. And this is the whole life. And you never come to a point. At least I've never had this feeling. You never come to a point. Okay, I did everything I could. Now I give up. Or I achieved all I wanted. Now I can do nothing. So it's never a point. Every day is new ideas, new inspirations, new challenges. And I think it's through our life, and it is just a life. Oh, yeah.
Was that 3?
This is my personal experience, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's technical, if it's art. I started playing the piano and I did it quite well. So I have my mom, she's a violinist, and my dad always wanted to have a son. And this is a family challenges. So, and they give like controversial advices. So I,
Important.
as a piano or being a mechanical engineer, but as a result, I went on my own way and
Yeah.
developed in a way I choose to do. And I never dreamed to deal with regulatory compliance, believe me. But the more I learn on that, the more I
Yeah.
like it, and the people which are around me. So I like the environment, I like the topic, and I
So we
like.
have a comment coming from LinkedIn from Rafik. Thank you, Rafik, for chiming in there. He said, one must truly grasp the meaning of living. Living is not merely about letting life pass by. It's about being alive and coexisting. So we've got somebody who's commenting on LinkedIn. So my last question for you now is, I'm going to teleport you into the future. And we are going to go and meet the 90-year-old you. You're 90 years old. And you're sitting in your rocking chair, maybe surrounded by your children, your grandchildren, reflecting back on your life. If you could go right now to have a conversation with that 90-year-old woman who's led you up until this point, who's guided you to this point, what will you say to her when you finally meet her?
Oh, I think that when I'm 90 years old woman, so I have values, I have family values, and family is of primary importance. So everything I do for some loved one, and it's very important for me to feel the support, love, like compassion, understanding, and I try to do it in response, of course. And I don't want to regret. I don't want to regret that I lost my chances in life. And so far, I don't feel it this way. You should use every chance life gives to you. Doesn't matter so what you do. If life gives you a chance, use it. So you will regret more when you don't than when you just fail in life. And never think everything is possible. So it's my last thought. So
anything is possible. That's beautiful. Yes, thank you so much for coming online and sharing your story with us today, Iryna. Very, very inspiring to see someone who's out there being an example of what's possible. The best way for people to contact you is through LinkedIn, correct?
Correct. I'm very responsive and ready to answer questions and to new people.
That is awesome. And thank you to everybody who tuned in today. The Her Story Circle is not just a podcast. We are a social impact movement that brings you the stories of voices of women from all over the world. Today, you heard a story of a young woman who had to leave her home, not by choice, but because of war. But she's in the United States, recreating her life, building an amazing business. So be inspired by these stories and be grateful for where you are in your life. I'll be back again tomorrow, everybody, with yet another amazing guest. In the meantime, have a fantastic day, morning, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and bye for now. Thanks again for the interview.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Thank you for tuning into the Her Story Circle podcast. I hope today's story has inspired you to believe in the power of our stories and the difference you can make in the world when you use your voice. I'm Gertrude Mache, and it's been an honor to share this space with you, where voices from all walks of life come together to weave a rich tapestry of diverse perspectives. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast to help us share these stories with more listeners. Follow us on social media by looking for the Her Story Circle podcast for more updates. And join us tomorrow for another episode filled with courage, resilience, and empowerment. Remember, your story matters, and together we're building a stronger, more inclusive world. Until next time, keep making her story.